So for this question, I am given two functions, function A and function B, in these tables. And what I want to figure out is I want to first write an equation for function A. I then want to write an equation for function B. And then lastly, I'm going to determine which one has the greater rate of change. And just a reminder, I know it's been a while since we've used this term, but greater rate of change, that is the same thing as slope. So I'm going to look to see which one has bigger slope. So let's go ahead and start with function A. So when I'm writing an equation, remember I need y equals mx plus b. So I first need to figure out what my slope is, and then I need to figure out what my y-intercept is. So I'm going to first find my slope. And so if you recall, my slope, that is just my change in y over my change in x. So I'm going to look and see how y changes first, and that is this bottom part. So I see to get from 11 to 19, I'm going to add 8. Another way you can think of that is 19 minus 11 gets me 8. From 19 to 35, I need to add 16. And then 35 to 43, I again add 8. And then for my x, from 5 to 9, I'm going to add 4. 9 to 17, 9 plus 8 equals 17. And then 17 plus 4 gets me 21. So I have some different numbers here. It doesn't matter which pair I use. I'm going to go ahead and just use my first pair. So I'm going to use the 4 and the 8. I could have used the 16 and the 8. It wouldn't have mattered. They'll end up being the same thing. But again, my slope is my change in y over my change in x. So my change in y is 8, and my change in x is 4. And so I get that my slope is equal to 8 divided by 4, which is 2. Okay, and then for my next part, I need to figure out what my b is. And to do that, I'm going to plug in my slope in for m, and then I need to choose a point x, y. And so I have a whole table of points. So like 511, that's a point, 919, that's a point, and so on. I'm going to go ahead and just choose the first one. And so that means that my y is 11. My m, again, is 2. And then my x for that point is equal to 5. Again, I could have used other points. I could have used 9 and 19 instead, or so on. I just chose to use the first one. Okay, and then 2 times 5, I get 10. Subtract 10 from both sides. And so I get that 1 is equal to b. And so my ending equation for this one is y is equal to 2x plus 1. And now I'm going to go through that same process for function b. So I'm going to see how my y changes. So I add 10, add 10, sorry. Add 20. Up here, I'm adding 2, 2, and 4. And so again, my m is equal to my change in y over my change in x. So I see my y change by adding 10 each time. My x changed by adding 2. And then 10 divided by 2, I get 5. And now I need to find my b value. I'm again just going to choose that very first point, and so that means that my y is equal to 5. My m is equal to 5 that we just found, and my x is equal to 2. Well, 5 times 2, I get 10. Subtract 10 from both sides. I get that negative 5 is equal to b. And so my ending equation here is going to be y is equal to to 5x minus 5. Okay, now I need to look and see which one has a greater rate of change. So which one has the bigger slope? Well, my first one had a slope of 2. My second one had a slope of 5. Well, 5 is greater than 2, so function b had the greater rate of change. Okay, so now you are going to try and do a very similar process on the problems below. If you have questions, you can let me know and reach out. Hope you have a great day.